Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Is this it? Are we live? I can't see the chat because I am a little bit behind. But we're getting there, dude. We're getting there. We have what? 12 minutes! 12 minutes until the new chapter. Yep, we're live. How's it going, everybody? I got Sleepy in here calling me Joseph. I'll allow it. We got Witch. We got Mael, Han. Yo, the name change. Love to see it. Let's go, Han. Oh, shoot. Yo, we've been having a lot of fun over on Twitch. We've been having a ton of fun. Today was all about Mael. No spoilers, but we're in Act 2 of Expedition 33. We were doing solo Mael. It was super fun. It was super, super fun. What's up, Mael, Han? Witch, Don, Sleepy, Free Paper, Matthew, Selena, Free Paper again, May, Suji, Lord, Colton's, Ogre Pawn Man, Bry, guess the character. We do have like 10 minutes. I don't know. We have 10 minutes. That was pretty fun, doing guess the character. It was a blast, dude. We were like doing all kinds of crazy stuff over on stream today. We were experimenting. It was a blast. It was a good time. It was a really good time. Power of cookies. Got Joe on time for once. Yeah, I got my cookies done yesterday. So yeah, we're on time for tonight. 12 minutes for a font. Okay, guys, I don't think I can do guess the character plus font. Yo, Pyramid Head, thank you for the $5. Good to see you too, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Pyramid Head. They've been really wanting guess the character? I guess so, dude. Just did a 12-hour or 11-hour shift. Yo, P. August. Well, welcome to the stream. We are absolutely here. We're here for good, dude. Urek Mazino's here for good. We need a Mael font for no context viewers. Just a font that's not even connected to Tower of God. Urek, how's it going? That is hilarious. Do you like Legos, says Master Pink. I like Legos. Okay, listen. Yeah, I don't... That's true. Guess the character's a little bit broken. Selena has a good point. If anything, I think, like, I would adjust the rules a little bit to try to, like, maybe someone can say it, and then if someone else says it, like, right after it, like, both counts. But Selena's right. There's some latency things with guess the character. Yo, what's up, Light? How's it going? It would put a cap on the Mael solo shenanigans today. We did a lot of that. And then the game literally forced us to go solo Mael. It was hilarious. A burger font? Why? Why a burger font? But Tamara made me thought that Jihad is a jewel and entered the tower because of that. Oh, that's kind of a sick theory, actually. Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord for the next video. Homemade bread? Yo, made it turn out good? Did the homemade bread turn out good from yesterday? All right, y'all, we have, what, 9 minutes? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got 9 minutes. Let me see if we can make a font real quick. I guess it doesn't really matter, like, what the font is about, because we don't really have all that much time. We're not doing anything crazy like last time. Last time we were here an hour early, so we had all the time in the world to just goof off. This time, not so much. Let me see if I can pull up something or other. That's pretty good. Okay. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. All right. You look at... Yo, I got... Shout out to Lord. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Lord tagged me on Twitter with a... Basically finishing the sketch of Evelyn, which was awesome. Let me see if I can find it here. It was awesome. Actually making the character look good. Here, let me copy. Look at this. Look what Lord made. And then this is Kevin, if you guys don't know, which is a character from Amy's streams, which she does on Monday nights with Tower of God. Tuesday nights, excuse me. Shout out Lord, that's awesome. P. August the $2. Ever do an Irang video? I have not, but that will be in the works for sure. Okay, let me see. I mean, I guess I could... I'm just gonna roll with it. You know? I'm gonna go with my gut, okay, guys? We don't have time. We don't have time! I gotta go with my gut, okay? Let me cook, because if I take too many I'm actually not even going to take chat suggestions, because you guys make fun of me so often that I'm actually going to focus up. I'm going to lock in, and I'm going to make a font for the ages. Watch. I have an idea. Okay. I have a sort of I have an inspiration for this. It might just be done. I might just call it there. Honestly, I feel like that's pretty good. Hey, what's up, Rhea? Pyramid Head, thank you for voice crack. Woo! Thank you for becoming a Towers and Gods fan. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm actually gonna just keep it there. I actually think simple is better. And my logic behind this font is that it reminds me of like when I'm a kid and I'm like trying to it's like a kind of old style putting sticks together to create words, you know? It kind of reminds me of Toy Story. That is my inspiration. I am not adding anything else because, you know, listen, sometimes the more simple, the better. C+, Urek U, I made that font for you. I was like, well, yeah, I know Urek U's taste. All right. Well, okay. That's the last time I make a font for Urek U. I literally locked in and said, I'm only going to go for the grade on this one. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to do any drawing. I'm not going to do any, sketch it. I said, I'm only going to go for something that I feel like is unique and artistic. And Urek U said, frick that. That's some BS. That's some trash. Oh, no, Urek U. Don't you start feeling bad for me now. Don't you start pitying me now, huh? No, I'll do whatever I want from now on. I don't care about the grade. The one time I care about the grade. The one time. The one time, man. I was gonna go for like a fake acting thing, but then I was like, last time I did that, people thought I was actually crying, so I'm gonna chill out on the I'm gonna chill out on the waterworks. I have a recording session later on. I gotta practice, you know. S tier for Mazino Mondays. No burger. Ogre Pond Man, do you want a burger? Freaking, okay. I don't know. There you go, a burger for Ogre Pond Man, because I don't care about Urek U's grade anymore, so I'm gonna do whatever I want to the font. You know what I mean? We got the burger, bro. We got the burger. Lone Necromancer. No, I haven't. That steak is burnt. Sorry, dude. This is mold bread. All right, bro. I'd eat it. Now that's an A tier. Now Urek U's gonna lower it. Watch. Watch. That's cheating? How is that cheating? How is that cheating? What the heck do you mean? Now this is a C tier. Get the frick out of here, Sleepy. Bro, I could draw the Mona Lisa and y'all would say, D. C plus. Burger brings it to B. All right, bro. All right, whatever you say. Whatever you say. All right, dude. So, guys, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let me pull up the Urek, I almost said Urek U chapter. Boom. There it is. Urek Mazino, baby. Okay, so last time, let me add the filter here. Okay, so we ended the last chapter with getting a Crown Game teaser. That's kind of the only thing I can think of, is that maybe we're going to start getting into Crown Game. The pacing in the spinoff has been very fast, right? We're 4 chapters in, and we've already kind of met our core cast of characters. The character that I'm actually low-key the most interested in is this guy right here. This guy. I don't know, like, it seems as though the place that Rue and this guy are connected to, the place with the salt, the place where they were, like, banished or whatever, the gods were banished, whatever it was. We got the lovebird scene. This chapter was so good. It seems like it's gonna be fairly important because we even saw this place. We even saw that, what's his name? The test administrator guy. The new Han Sung-yu. I guess I should say the old Han Sung-yu. What's his name? Rahab. Right? Rahab's companion was like sniping dudes who wore the same shirt as Rue. Now, of course, this new companion of Urek, who has the same scent, doesn't wear the same shirt. So, like, I don't know if that's like just a coincidence. I don't know if CU was just loved that design for whatever reason. I gotta say, their shirt designs are pretty unique. We got Guns N' Roses over here. We still don't know his name, by the way. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I'm hoping... We do know Neo. His name is Neo. Oh my god, you're right. We learned his name was Neo. Neo. Yo, Neo is a handsome as heck boy, dude. Handsome as frick. So I'm excited. I'm stoked. Okay, I'm gonna tag really quick in the Discord. I actually low-key forgot to do that. And people yell at me if I don't do that. If I forget. So let me tag in the Discord real quick. Where is it? There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Discord opening up. If it's not the Crown Game, let me see. YouTube. Urek Mazino. Urek Mazino. We go at TOGV. Urek, oh no, Mazino. Mazino Monday! Boom. All right, is it live? Refresh. It's not live yet. Oh my god, it's not live yet. Smash next question? Obviously. Yeah, easy. I can only see V in this guy. I know, the art style. I love the art style, and if it helps you with his health, then like by all means I'm here for it. But it's definitely, yo, Pyramid Head, thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate ya. That's super kind. Appreciate you, Pyramid Head. Thank you. But yeah, like I don't know, like it definitely means a lot of the character designs are a little bit more like kind of consistent, you know. I guess it's kind of hard to draw like a long-haired, handsome, thin dude with, you know, with like white skin or whatever without looking like V. I don't know. Like at that point, you know, it's a little bit tough to come up with like completely unique designs, but obviously this is not V, so I get it though. New chapter? Nope. It's still not here, dude. Oh, there it is! Hey! Whoa! Episode 5. Episode 5. Position training. Position training. Urek is obviously going to be a fisherman, right? Yo, it's going to be, this is so exciting. Wait a minute. Position training before the Crown Game? What? Huh? I am so confused. How does that make any amount of sense? What? So Urek fisherman Maybe Guns N' Roses Spear Bearer, because he's a fan of Guns N' Roses. Also, Selena, what do you mean by the P. August situation? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know, what's the P. August situation? I don't know. So maybe Neo's like a wave controller, but what about, like Evelyn? Like, Evelyn has like a sword that she like threw. Maybe she's gonna be like a scout. I should say like a needle that she threw, so maybe she's like a scout. And then you've got, Rue, or Lou, as a lot of people are used to calling him. I don't know, he's kind of a wild card. Maybe like a light bearer. Maybe if we're going for like Bomb Kun Rak vibes, maybe Neo is actually a light bearer. Wait a sec, I for some reason never even considered the fact, the harsh reality, I don't know why I'm calling it harsh, that we would actually get to see the teams take do the positions test and get sorted into positions. That's so weird. Oh my god. Urek is gonna be sorted into a position. But so does the crown game take place after this? And they're just setting it up for later? Huh. I am intrigued. I am intrigued. All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and dive on into it here. Typical YouTuber fashion. Oh, and P. August came in and dumped hundreds? That's right. Crazy. Legend. P. August the GOAT. You just made it sound like it's such a bad thing, Selena. A sub dono dump? The $2 from P. August? Uh-oh. Nah, you don't have to. Please don't. It's okay. Save your money. It's all good. I appreciate you, P. August, though. August, no! Selena is traumatized. Damn. August, no! Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and dive on in. Yeah, save your wallet. Save your wallet. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Episode 5, Position Training. Yo, look at Evan Kell's hell, bro. Way before Evan Kell. That's crazy. Look at this place. Come on, buddy. Come on. Buddy, do you want to come in or not? Make up your mind. All right, I guess you don't want to come in. All right. Looking clean. It's like so detailed now. It's so weird. I'm so used to it being like so simply designed, but now I'm seeing all the details and stuff. Plus, wait, is this like a visitor? Is this the family, the floor ruler? Maybe the ruler is like back? No way, right? The dock for floating ships? We got visitors! What the frick? Is this like another batch of regulars? So, is that what was going on? You know how like Lei Ro was organizing Bomb's group, but then Quant was organizing Endorsi's group? Maybe what we saw with Rahab earlier was them organizing another group, but but he killed a regular, which is like very odd, you know? Get in here, buddy, come on. Come on, buddy, get in here. Thank you. Jeez, he can't make up his mind. Indecisive as frick. Okay. Whoa, not bad. Oh, wait, they're getting to enjoy the resort? Bruh, they took like 2 tests. They took 2 tests and they get to like enjoy a lap of luxury? Looks like our next test is gonna be on that bad boy. Oh, shoot. It's a ship. Okay, that's the ship. Sorry, for some reason I thought this was the ship over here. This is the ship. Whoa, looking kind of nice. This is so cool! I've never been on a floating ship before! The inner tower is such an amazing place! That's actually so wholesome. Because obviously we're so accustomed to floating ships, but like to them, this is like crazy. That stuff is like unheard of, you know? Uh-oh, here we go. That's a group of them. Is this the group with Rahab earlier? Because that's like 5 rankers. Listen up! Regulars! Okay. Can we at least learn Guns N' Roses' name? I swear to God, the only reason you don't say it is if it's like, oh yeah, I'm Baker Yoon. Dude, there's like 2% chance this guy is Baker Yoon. It's a 2% chance. But like, why else would you not say his name? Same goes for the princess, for that matter. Listen up, regulars! Who the hell are they? That is a phenomenal... Oh my god! Yo! It's a freaking canine! I love it! It's a freaking canine! And it's a mutt as well. Now that sounds... That's an actual term. That's an actual Tower of God term, okay? It's a freaking mutt! Which means... it's not like you're not a canine lord who are like humans with the dog ears. This is like an actual dog person, like actually a dog person. That means you're a mutt. That's crazy. We also got freaking Shazam over here. Okay. And then she's pretty. And then we have Rahab. And then we got his name is Don. I always freaking mess up his name. It's like Donson. Danjon, I think. And then Gizly. I love Gizly. Oh my god, wait, she kind of got... No, that was her outfit from before, right? I don't know. She looks a little more... She looks a little more hot there. Can I say that? Isn't it obvious? They're the test directors. So is this the group we saw earlier? Also, why do they look so badass? See, we never got this for Leiro Ro and Hax and Han Sung Yu and Ren and Quant and crap. We never got that for them. Justice for the season 1 test administrators, dude. How come they get a badass shot? You know? We can't get a badass shot for our dudes? So, okay, hold on though. Hold on. This is perfect actually because, wait a sec. Stop, full stop. We need to figure out who is in what position. Okay, so we got Canine Dude over here who is, oh man, okay, I gotta figure this out. Shazam, God, it's kind of hard. Okay, well, obviously, so Danjon is definitely a fisherman. Big beefy boy, plus has a story going on with Urek. So he's a fisherman for sure. Gizly had the 2 eyeballs that turn into the goat. I think she's a scout. Those 2 eyeballs being like observers potentially. So we got Gizly the scout. We got Danjon the fisherman. She gives me wave controller vibes. Very elegant, mystical princess. Very kind of, you know, magic based. Then again, this dude literally has a lightning bolt on his chest. I'm going to revise that and say she's the light bearer instructor. And he is the wave controller instructor, which leaves Canine Boy as the spear bearer instructor. Is that a pipe? It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm gonna say by process of elimination, he's the spear bearer instructor. I don't feel great about that. He actually kind of gives me light bearer vibes as well because of the vest. You know, a little bit of coon vibes, even, you know, maybe. Shoot! All right, locking it in. Scout, fisherman. I'm gonna lock in. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna lock in wave controller for her. No. Light bearer for her. Wave controller for Shazam. Spear bearer for Canine. I don't know. That's all I got, bro. That's all I got. I'm a little iffy on these 3, but I'm very confident in these 2. They're the test directors. Obviously, he's a wild card because he's like the Han Sung, you know. Han Sung didn't teach. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Rahab, the head director of this test. You've earned the right to be here. Huh. Is he the boss of this whole place? By going through 2 brutal tests. They were brutal. You should all be proud of your abilities as you persevere through the other tests in your path. Here's my thing. In Tower of God Season 1, when they organized everybody into their positions, we saw their names. So, like, we gotta get their names this chapter. Now, you will be boarding the cruiser-class ship that is docked before you. That thing is huge. Casino. So you can fly to several different locations in the floor of tests for your future tests. Low-key, that's kind of what happened in Season 1. Like, Endorsi and Anak took this test on like a bunch of pillars, and then Rak was like in the middle of the mountains trying to shoot a target. Once you pass the test that'll be administered at the ship's final destination, you will become true regulars and embark on the long, glorious journey of climbing the tower. This is the final game. The final test. How the hell... Was the crown game referenced before just like a little Easter egg and they didn't actually end up doing the crown game? Because why else would they tease it? Is it just an Easter egg? It's kind of weird though. Wealth, glory, power, strength. This is actually the same as season 1. Positions test was supposed to be the final test. Now, positions test involved a lot of things like hide and seek, but ultimately positions test was the final test. It's just that they elected to take another one to let Rachel pass. They elected to take the administrator's test so that Rachel could pass. So that's why there was that extra test as well. Wealth, glory, power, strength. Wait, that's the same as, yeah, money. Okay, let me think. Money, power, honor, I think. Revenge. Okay, this is a little different, actually. Power and strength, those are kind of the same thing. And the ultimate truth await. Go forth and seize the honor of walking the same path as King Jahad and the heads of the 10 great families. We're getting a speech. Hanzo never gave a freaking speech, man. That's crazy. Roar! That's freaking wild that they're like, hey, you guys are going to be like the 10, you know? Make sure to get a ticket at the gate before you board. Do not lose your ticket. We'll be checking for them at 12 o'clock every day. Why are they emphasizing that? Okay, ticket shenanigans. Maybe regulars are going to fight each other over the tickets. I'm getting Hell Train vibes. Form a single file line, please. Huh? Princess? Wait, we never saw the blonde dude. Blonde guy wasn't among them. What the frick? So blonde dude is separate? Maybe the test administrators weren't the ones with Rahab. Because Gisli wouldn't have... I don't know. There are some weird fish. Yeah, who the frick is that? In the mix. There's so many interesting characters. The lobby of the cruise. Whoa! Damn, Bomb and Friends never had something nice like this. This is so cool! I've never seen anything like it before. It's pretty fancy. All right. He's like, damn, I'll take it. Welcome aboard the cruise, regulars. Oh, shoot. Although, what if he's a spear bearer? Nah. My name is Dungeon. And from here on forth, I'll be in charge as your test director. Test administrator, same thing. All right, so Dan John's taking over. You'll stay on this cruise and undergo your position training. Not this guy again. During the time you have in between your tests. So he's like the Le Roro, even though like they're going to have 5 different positions guys. Le Roro kind of took charge. Although during positions time, he wouldn't have been in charge. I don't know. You'll be trained according to your positions during this period. Yo! Okay, we got Light Bearer, Spear Bearer, Scout, Wave Controller, Fisherman. And a midterm evaluation will be conducted by the test director assigned to your position. Those who receive high scores will get special benefits, but those given a failing grade will be disqualified, regardless of the actual test results. Really? So, okay, this is very important then. So, yeah. Okay. So that you gotta prove to your specific test director, otherwise you get failed immediately. That's crazy. So they can disqualify us even if we pass the tests? What even is a position? Yo, it's so crazy seeing Urek be like, what the frick is King Jahad? What the frick is a position, dude? Your position, it's kind of cool. I know a lot of people said that positions didn't matter anymore in Tower of God, but like, hey, low key, in late season 3, it was also coming back a little bit, I noticed, but it is nice to see that like, clearly they're still important in the spinoff too. Your position refers to your specific role within a team. They originate from the roles the heads of the great families took while climbing the tower. That's so sick. Oh my god. Wait, did we know that? Was that ever said in the comic? It may have been implied. I don't know if it was ever directly said. That they created the positions. So Kun Edwan isn't just the greatest spear bearer. He is the first spear bearer. No wonder Malik PGR doesn't give a crap about positions. They weren't even invented in his time. He's like, you and your silly positions, I couldn't care less. So Two Perry invented the light bearer role. And Blossom invented the wave controller role. Edwan invented the spear bearer role. I don't think we ever had direct confirmation about that. It was implied. I think it was implied. Yeah, but it was never like directly said. Exactly, it makes sense, but like it was never directly said like this. That's so sick. Here we go, dude. By the way, the first scout, believe it or not, would have been Urine. Urine. Isn't that crazy? And the first fisherman, I guess, would have been Jihad, right? I mean, there's others, though, because they shared positions. The scout is positioned near the front lines, observing enemy movements and stirring up the battlefield. Yeah, they're like the holograms and, like, you know, lots of holograms, lots of information gathering, gathering data for the light bearer, but also really skilled at close hand-to-hand combat as well. Very agile. The lighthouse keeper. Kill it with fire. What are we doing? Burn it. Burn it. I feel icky just saying that. Oh my god, I gotta wash my mouth with soap. Oh god, light bearer, dude. Lighthouse keeper? What are we doing, people? Lighthouse keeper. Ew. I hate it. Kill it. Okay, whatever. The light bearer stays in the very rear so they can analyze the battle as a whole and issue commands. The spear bearer works with the light bearer to eliminate enemies from a distance. The wave controller, they're saving fisherman for last because it's Urek's position. That's crazy because fisherman was like the most basic one that was said first in Tower of God. The wave controller manipulates Shinsu, the very foundation of the tower, and strikes fear into the enemy with their overwhelming power. Then, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? I freaking hate it so much. Then there's the angler. Shut the frick up, bro. Angler. Or whatever. Then there's the fisherman. Do this to me. I feel like an old man. I hate change. I'm an old man. Then there's the fisherman who works alone, going wherever they're needed to reel in their enemies and hunt them. I actually really like that position. Actually. Angler is accurate? It is? That's not a fisher. Wait, what? What? It's not a mistranslation? Wait. Fisherman isn't a thing? Then there's the angler. Wait, does what? They're different things? It's the same word. It's a little older in the tower. So wait, so they're calling it a different name. It's accurate, just got renamed. Wait, so it's referring to the same position, but back in Urek's time, they called it angler? Back in fisherman was more accurately translated to angler over 10 years ago, so it was legit the first. So angler is the more accurate translation, but it's referring to the same. Wait. So you're saying angler is what it should have been years ago? I don't care. I'm calling it fisherman, dude. I don't care. I'm calling it fisherman, man. You can't make me. Maybe lighthouse keeper is more, you know, I'm calling it fisherman, bro. I thought maybe in the story, like in the lore, that it goes through a name change. But you're saying that's just, it's the same word even. It's just that like angler is like more accurate. Angler sounds better. I get it. But like, I hate change, man. I've been calling it fisherman for freaking 8 years. I can't just switch like that. So, I know, regular selected person. I understand. Yeah, just being translated differently. Whatever. I'm calling it fisherman. I'm calling it fisherman, angler. It's good to know that there's synonyms, but all right, let's move on. All right, we have the fisherman who works alone, the angler going wherever they're needed to reel in their enemies and hunt them. That's a good description, but much better than just being like, and they're in the front and they tank enemies and hit enemies. It's like, hold on, fishermen are dangerous. Fishermen are actually dangerous. You know, they're not just like, and then the other position. Like, they're actually like a specialized position, just like any other position. Of course, there are many other positions out there. Yo, defender, guide, we got John Solsa, we got Juan. But those 5 are the most common ones. It's interesting you didn't know about this. You must come from a very remote village. I wanted to explain it to him. A remote village? Yeah, something like that. Now, damn, look at his eyes. I'm going to introduce the test directors. Okay, let's find out how accurate we were. Who will be assigned to each position as your mentors? Baskerville. I'm trolling. Frank! Baskerville. That's kind of a badass name. Baskerville will be mentoring the wave controllers. Damn it. Well, all right, we're 0 for 1. 0 for 1. Keep it up, though. Keep it up. Keep it up. Frank! Oh, my God. All right, I should have known. He was wearing the vest. I should have known. The pipe. Ah, I should have known. I said spear bear. This dude's not a spear bear. He's wearing a vest. I'm such an idiot. Fedra will be assigned to the light bearer. Okay, I mentioned light bearer for this guy. Wait, I said light bearer. Right? I did. Yeah, because I said the princess girl was a wave controller. No, I said, wait, yeah, I did. Okay, we're cooking. I did. I'm 1 for 2 now. I think. Did I say wave controller for him and light bearer for her? Uh-oh. I'm at it. Uh-oh. Frank, I'm 0 for 2? God damn it. Oh my God. Gisley. Hell yeah, brother. Hey, we're cooking though. I got Gisley. Gisley will be mentoring the anima and the scouts. They mentioned anima as well. Sick. Hell yeah. All right. I'm happy. I got Gisley, bro. I'm happy. I'm 1 for 3. Heidi will be teaching the spear bearers. Okay, that threw me off. You're the spear bearer teacher. What the frick? That's cool. Okay. Damn, Heidi. Loving the names. All right, I'm 1 for 4. Last but not least, the mentor for the anglers will be me. All right, I'm 2 for 5. I even said I was confident with Dan, John, and Gisley. The other 3, that was a toss-up. Frick! Damn, if I just swapped around. Okay, 2 for 5. I'll go 2 for 5, bro. I was way off, though. Shoot! 2 for 5. Yeah, she is pretty. She's cool. I wonder what her deal is. I wonder if we'll, like, get to know... Like, Gisley's back. I think that's pretty cool. She's looking as maniacal as ever. This dude's looking... He looks kind of familiar. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm wrong. And then Baskerville. Look at this dude. He said his own part the loudest. His voice is literally echoing off the walls. He's not even going to say his name. That's true. Who knows? Maybe that's his actual name. Me. His voice is echoing. That's hilarious. Every regular. Names now. Every regular has already been assigned to a position based on their individual skill sets. Look up here to confirm your position. And find your mentor to receive your schedule. I'm sure Dan John wanted Urek in his group so he could frick him up. Looks like I'm an angler. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Angler's kind of growing on me. It's kind of growing on me because it's also a little weird to be like fishermen. I get that, like, that's just how English works or whatever, but it's just a little weird. No, I'm a spear bearer. I got it right. Yo, I'm a spear bearer. I was hoping we'd have the same position. Wow. I don't think it's a bad thing. Give me his name. Brother, hiding the names on purpose. Why would you do that? Why? There's no reason to do that. I don't think it's a bad thing. 0 out of 5. You never said he was an angler? All right, dude. I'm a wave controller. Didn't I say that? I said light. I did mention wave controller first. Then I was like, what if he's a coon? What if he's like coon light bearer? Frick. Okay. I'll take like 50% for that one. We all have a different position then. I think it's good to have some variety, especially since we're working together as a team. Right, that's a good point. Well, we got this! Try your best to survive. Yo, go out there and kick some ass, bro. That's kind of badass as they all split up. I've got a bad feeling about Guns N' Roses, though. We haven't seen them do a single thing that was cool. Training room for the anglers. Welcome, new anglers. I hope we get multiple perspectives like in season 1. We got to see every class at least one time. Scouts, we barely saw. I'll be honest, Scouts, I don't actually think we even ever saw Scouts. I think Scouts is the one class we never really saw. Shibisu talked about his class with Quant, but we never actually saw it firsthand. Once again, I'm Danjon, the mentor for all anglers on this cruise. Yo! First of all, I saw this dude earlier with the fox mask, but also this guy. The guy with the vest. Let's skip the useless crap. All you have to know is that anglers have the best position in the tower. All right, bro, this dude is not lacking in energy. I respect it. Basically, did we see this guy earlier? He looks a little different. It's not him. Basically, you're the strongest regulars on this cruise. Understand? I like her. She's cute. Can we keep her? Can she stick around? Can she be a character? I like her. That's why I will not tolerate any weaklings. Okay. Dude, who's the fisherman? Oh, it's Hax. This dude is so different from Hax from season 1. Y'all probably don't even remember it. Hax. Is he wearing? He's not wearing. Yo, he's in his underwear. Take off your arms. Your arm guards, at least. What is this panel? What am I looking? What is this panel, bro? What is that face from Urek? The other positions will only be doing a brief orientation. But that's not good enough for us anglers. I'm going to weed out the weaklings hiding among you as soon as possible. Danjon voice crack. Ready or not, I'll be putting you through an entry test today. Ooh, I'm excited, actually. If you fail, I'll boot you from the cruise myself. Why do we have to get stuck with the old-fashioned weirdo? What is this, some kind of secret society? That should be interesting. Dude, Urek just says the same thing. He's just like, all right, I'm just chilling until I find Potamina, bro. Okay. All right, dude. Let's get right to it. He's in his workout gear. I respect it. Come at me. What? Come at... What? You didn't even explain the rules. Ta-dum. Just come at me, losers. What the frick is going on? I guess we have no other choice. Danjon, low-key, I like Danjon. He's such a goof. He's a goof and a gaff. I'll go first. Yo, is this the blonde? Yeah, it is the blonde dude. I don't like the feeling of being second. Sorry. Go for it, I guess. Well, this guy's going first to get his ass kicked. All right, I like your spirit. Damn, dude's kind of built, actually. Shoot. He did not look that built a second ago. Sheesh. Grab the loincloth. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What's going on? Is this sumo? Grab the loincloth before you enter the field, regular. Loincloth? He does look kind of cool now that I'm seeing him up close. Looks more like a ribbon. Dude, he's jacked. Oh, frick. There was not a single regular this jacked in season 1. I take it back. Rack, obviously, aside from Rack. It's moving by itself! Wait, what? What the? How am I supposed to walk like this? That's the test! Enough whining! Come over here! This is so freaking embarrassing! Wait, this is so fun! This is so unique! Put your hands right in there! Yes, grab it, just like that! That's it! Wait, Danjon is low-key a good teacher. Now... Oh my god, it's literally sumo. It's literally sumo. We're ready. This is what a proper starting stance looks like. Hold on to your opponent's loincloth and straighten up, but make sure you're standing close together. Is Danjon a goated teacher? Let the game begin! Gross. I don't want to touch that weirdo. Come on, guys. Listen, regular. You better crouch and engage your legs, instead of standing like some insolent brat. If you think you're too good for that, you're going down! Whoop! Okay, flip. What? Boom! Clean, bro. Obviously, this is like without Shinsu, I would assume. Damn! If your back comes into contact with the Shinsu on the ground, you lose. Oh my god. Is he out? Okay, maybe I take it back. Maybe he's not so good of a teacher after all. Jeez. Maybe he can get a second try? I guess it makes sense that rankers could toss people around like that. How is he so strong? These people need to be educated, bro. Well, who's next? He's so goofy. What? He's not out. He's just like, he failed the challenge. Yeah. Nobody wants to volunteer. Silence. Bruh. Listen. You're expecting her to get up there and freaking boom, Dan John? What are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, maybe she's the strongest one there, but she's so little. She's so small. I said, fine, I understand you're terrified. Urek's like, dude, yo, come on, man. Put my boy in. Come on. I understand you're terrified, including the one who just won. The first 3 regulars to step up will be given a second chance. I want to go then. Me too. Having a second chance is better than nothing. A second chance? Guess I'll be waiting a bit more. Not gonna join in? Yo, who is this dude? Who the frick is this? I refuse to fit into the rigid framework of society. You see, I'm allergic to rules and conformity. Maybe this is the coon. That's great. Oh no, another weirdo. Bro, who is this? No, society doesn't understand me. What the frick are we doing? The engine room of the cruise. The engine room? Are we gonna see the blonde dude? Society. Princess? She was the one under the hood? I should have realized that. Man, she is hot. Excuse me. The way I said that is just like Amy. Amy, she always says it like that. It influences me. I believe we've managed to sneak in unnoticed, which means we have achieved our first goal. What? Wait, that's not her. Wait, that's not her. Wait, what? That's not her. I just saw her hair. Wait, what? All of the regulars were given a ticket upon boarding the cruise. No, it is! Oh, I'm so stupid. Her hair is long. What the frick? So they are the cuckoos that need to eliminate people. This is why the tickets... I knew it. I was like, there's no reason to harp on the tickets if it's not going to come into play. All of the regulars were given a ticket upon boarding the cruise. If we can take a ticket from a regular and keep it past midnight, the ownership will be transferred to us and will qualify for the next test. Now, let's scatter and go after our respective targets. Yes, Your Highness! That's cool. I love that. Go, team! Who are you? She's just like, I'm on the princess's team. Yay! Damn, look at her hair. It's so oh my god, she looks so cool. I heard that man Urek was assigned the position of angler. His ticket will be mine. Before the clock strikes midnight. I think I saw this panel. Dude, she looks awesome. She looks sick. Good grief, she looks badass. What? Yep, okay, they went down. Okay, easy. He knocked them down like they weighed nothing. He didn't even budge, no matter what I did. You're both useless! It was like his feet were rooted in the shinsu. Dude, how are they supposed to pass this? I guess they just have to, like... Again, it's without using shinsu, so, like, maybe it's about leverage. You know, I guess it's possible. Man, that panel is gorgeous, though! Sheesh! Next! Someone's having fun. Why are you still in the field? Get out! I'm sorry. I'm trying, but I can't move my feet. You poor sweet summer child. Don't whine. There's no place for weaklings here. On your feet. Now! Here. Let me help. Yo, Urek? Hey, yo. Urek, hold on. You. I'm just gonna get you up. You okay? Hold on. Low-key, Urek is a good dude. I'm fine. Thanks. Hey, yo, Urek's a good dude. Okay, Urek, okay. Damn! Uh-oh. And we have a secret admirer. And that means she's a character! Hey, that means she's a character! I liked her. She looked cool. I mean, who wouldn't be? He just saved her and then took off his shirt and looks like that! Yo, he's built like a truck! Sheesh! Alright, my turn now. Huh? This one should be fun to take down. Nice shoes. It'll also be an opportunity to see the strange power he used last time. No, that's Urek talking. This one should be fun to take down. It'll also be an opportunity to see the strange power, because he doesn't know what Shinsu is. That's Urek talking. Woo! Since you showed me the power you use in here. Let me show you the one we use. Outside. That was incredible! Dude, now they all know who he is! That is one of my That's one of my favorite chapter endings in the series. What a freaking... The reveal that he actually knows... Like what, like Gorgon powers or whatever you want to call them? Like some of the stuff we see against Luzlek, perhaps? The Shining One powers. The one we use. Oh, that's so sick, bro. That is so sick. That implies that, like, people outside the tower are privy to, like, a certain power. Unless he just means Shining Ones. Oh, my God. Wait, dude, how is this going to go down? We're finally going to get an answer to how strong Urek is. We've been wondering, is he ranker level? I think he might be, bro. Oh, shoot! The thing is, like, yeah, because Urek was like, when he entered the tower, he was a beast. So, like, Urek was, like, famous and strong early on. He has the record for the fastest climb in the series. Burger might have been prophetic because we're eating good. Actually true. Oh, shoot. I want to read more so bad. He outed himself. Dude, that's sick. Yeah, I think he's ranker level. He's well then the teams don't even matter. The teams don't even matter. I guess we still want them to pass. But like, I guess we'll find out more specifically, like how strong is he? Like specifically, you know? Because it's possible that like they're similar, but Danjon uses Shinsu, which is like different, and Urek uses a power which is like different. So they're coming at it from different perspectives, you know, different angles. Because they're anglers, get it? P. August $5. Thank you so much. I feel like you overlooked his outside tower power when you said he couldn't take on a ranker. No, I didn't. No. But here's the thing. I didn't know how much of it he'd already developed at this point. Like, obviously, yes, he has... Okay, guys, there is no such thing as outside tower power until this chapter. All that we knew about people from the outside is that they were, like, stronger. Like, they clearly had some kind of special affinity. They opened the door by themselves. But there was no such thing before this chapter as outside tower power. Like, we obviously knew he was a shining one. But that doesn't mean that, like, oh, people on the outside have, like, a special ability. Or shining... We don't know anything, you know? It's not, like, common knowledge, you know? So, like, obviously, I knew he comes from the outside. Clearly, he could be ranker level. That's all we've been talking about. Like, you know what I mean? So, I disagree with a bit of that. But I appreciate it. Real MC energy? Actually, like, I was talking about this with somebody recently, like, he hasn't felt like the MC. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I love how many other characters we've been getting and stuff, but he hasn't felt like the MC. And I just think it's so interesting that, like, yeah, this is an example of, like, no, he's actually kind of acting like an MC. This was a great chapter. I really like getting to see all the new test rankers. And finding out, like, who gets into what position, even if it was, like, very minimal. We barely learned we didn't know what happened to Rue and Evelyn, or even, like, the princess, because she's a part of the Cuckoos, right? But we do know Wave Controller, Spear Bearer, and Fisherman. Why the frick do we not know Guns N' Roses' name, man? Dude, the only reason is if his name matters. Like, I can't understand why else we wouldn't know. Unless CU just doesn't think it's important? But that feels kind of weird. I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna read chat anymore because I feel like a lot of you have read ahead and you're just kind of low-key maybe hinting at stuff. So I'm not gonna read chat at the moment. I'm gonna end the stream here. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this chapter. Position training, and I still don't know how it's gonna connect to Crown Game because the Crown Game is like, again, was like a special test used because of mistakes that happened. It was T's last chapter, you know, and like, I'm like, is it going to be like a part of the positions test? Maybe it will be a part of the positions test because in season 1 of Tower of God, the positions test was like multiple tests all wrapped up into one. The Crown Game. I still don't get it. I don't get it. It's kind of weird. Joe has no faith in chat. I have faith in chat. Well, I don't. Low key, I don't always. Yeah, Alejandro, let's go. Or Alexandro. No, we don't know about the OG. I haven't read ahead. Okay, Lauren, thank you. I trust. Because I know some people will be like, oh, they read ahead, but they'll try to like explain what's going on and low key kind of spoil. So I'm just wary about that is all. Now he looks. Chat's been good. Okay, no spoilers. Okay, all right. Okay, you guys are being good. They said Urek was super strong from the get-go. Yeah, I always imagined he was B or low to mid A rank regular, but from the looks of it, bro is about to be dropping rankers. I think so. Chat's been good? All right. I trust you guys. I wasn't sure if it was like a, well, he actually is ranker level because, you know what I mean? Like, because they read ahead. As long as it's not that. Crown Game is a bonus game. That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of weird. I would never spoil. I appreciate you, Wake. I didn't mean to generalize. When I say chat, I mean like maybe 1 or 2 people. I was wary. Of course, I trust 99% of you. We deserve cookies. You guys have been actually so good. And in fact, the mods told me recently that you guys have been good. So I appreciate you guys. I've read ahead and I've said nothing. I will say appreciate you, Rex. Appreciate you so much. With Gusting versus Traumarai, we didn't see anything like outside powers, so maybe Urek specific thing. Gusting versus Traumarai, we didn't see anything like outside powers. Right, that's kind of my thing, is like, their powers, I just assumed, oh, you're just stronger, but there's no such thing as like, I have outside the tower powers, like, that's not a thing. So I'm assuming Urek means maybe shining ones, or just like, maybe there is some kind of ability I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time. Like, obviously, Urek has his own special skill set, but is that like a Urek skill set? Or is it like a Shining Ones thing? Or like an Outside Tower thing? You know, maybe a combination of all three? Probably a combination of all three. Is Angler and Fisherman the same? Yes, we learned it's the same. Sorry for the confusion there. Chat's been good. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, at Urek's time, it's not bonus. For sure. It's not bonus at this time. Yeah. Yeah, Angler low-key is kind of growing on me. It's kind of growing on me. That's true, 25th Supreme. If he was Ranker from day one, I don't think he is. I think he's going to be insanely strong. But not if Danjon... If Danjon goes maximum power, then I don't think so. I think Danjon still wins. I don't know, though. I could be totally wrong. But this was a lot of fun. Again, I'm sorry if I overgeneralized you guys, chat. I love you guys. I'm always worried about like the one person, the two people that might be hinting at stuff. I shouldn't overgeneralize. You guys have been so good, and I really, really appreciate you guys and your support. It's been so much fun. I mean, Omniscient Reader on Sundays, Urek Mazino on Mondays. It's been a blast, so I really, really appreciate you all. Guns N' Roses is Joe Jr.? Yeah, is it me? Is that my son? Yo, I'm proud of him, bro. That's my boy. I love him. He's a great character. He's a spear bearer as well. Is he gonna, like, use a gun? Is he gonna use a gun? I don't know, dude. Fight against Angler, embrace Fisherman? I like both. I think I like both for different reasons. Put it that way. All right, guys. We're gonna play rock, paper, scissors. Keep in mind, we are live every single day over on Twitch, and we've been having a blast with Expedition 33. We're gonna keep playing Expedition 33. I think it's over here, right? The week. Yeah. Boom. Expedition 33, Monday through Thursday, 12 to 5 p.m. and then a couple hours on Friday. So at 12 tomorrow, you can catch us for Expedition 33. We've been having a blast over on Twitch. And again, I really, really do appreciate all of you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. It did go kind of quick, right? We've been streaming for an hour, though. You okay to be skeptical? You should be? All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying to be careful. I want to make sure I preserve the experience for you guys. All right. And for myself, of course. Rock, paper, scissors. What do I do for this one? Shoot. I didn't mean to say shoot. I'm going paper. Shoot. I'm going paper because of the tickets. That's actually not why I picked paper. I picked paper because of the screens with the people's names on them, but paper for the tickets actually makes sense too. For those who come after, baby. So if you said scissors, I'll give you a shout out. If you said rock, you gotta like the stream. I don't make the rules. Who said scissors? Yo, not many people. Suji, Tiago. Not many people. Yo, Casual Hot Pocket sure did. I got so many of you guys. Frick yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hong, we tied again? Oh my god. That's a good theory, actually. Ashbourne, Daz, May, Lazy. Wake. Appreciate you guys. I did pretty good this stream. Catch you guys next Monday for Mazino Monday or tomorrow over on Twitch for more Expedition 33. I'll see you guys next time.